Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to practice an IELTS speaking topic. Describe a time you helped someone. I'll first give you a clear, well-structured sample answer that you can use as a model. So for now, just listen carefully and focus on the ideas, vocabulary, and pronunciation. At the end of the video, we'll do a shadowing practice together, where you'll repeat each sentence and train your fluency and confidence. So stay with me until the end, and let's get started.
Do you often help other people?
Yes, I do. I believe helping others is a natural part of being human. Even small actions like explaining something or giving emotional support can make a big difference in someone's life.
Who do you usually help the most?
Mostly my family members and close friends. However, I also try to help students or even strangers if I see they genuinely need support.
Now I'd like you to describe a time you helped someone. You should say who the person was, what the problem was, how you helped them, and explain how you felt about helping this person. You have 1 minute to prepare.
I'd like to talk about a time when I helped one of my close friends who was going through a very stressful period in his life. At that time, he was preparing for an important English exam, and he was under a lot of pressure because his future studies depended on the result. Unfortunately, he lacked confidence, especially in speaking, and he constantly felt that he wasn't good enough. When I noticed this, I decided to help him as much as I could. First of all, I listened to him carefully and tried to understand his fears rather than immediately giving advice. Then I started practicing speaking with him every day. We had simple conversations, discussed daily topics, and I corrected his mistakes in a friendly and supportive way. In addition to that, I shared some useful strategies with him, such as how to organize answers, use linking words, and stay calm during the exam. I also motivated him by reminding him of his progress and encouraging him not to compare himself with others. As a result, his confidence gradually improved. On the exam day, he felt more relaxed, and later he told me that my support really helped him perform better. Helping him made me feel extremely satisfied and proud. It reminded me that sometimes emotional support and patience are just as important as knowledge. This experience also strengthened our friendship and taught me the value of being there for others when they truly need it.
Why do you think people like to help others?
I think people enjoy helping others because it gives them a sense of purpose and satisfaction. When we help someone, we feel useful and connected to society. Moreover, kindness often creates positive emotions, which benefit both the helper and the person receiving help.
Do you think young people help others as much as older people do?
In my opinion, both young and older people help others, but in different ways. Younger people tend to offer technical help or emotional support, especially through social media, while older people usually provide guidance based on life experience. So it's not about who helps more, but how they help.
Can helping someone ever have negative effects?
Yes, sometimes it can. If people help too much, the person receiving help may become dependent and stop solving problems independently. Therefore, it's important to offer support while also encouraging self-confidence and responsibility.
Should governments encourage people to help others?
Absolutely. Governments can promote volunteering through education, social programs, and public campaigns. When people actively help each other, society becomes more united and compassionate.
I'd like to talk about a time when I helped one of my close friends. I'd like to talk about a time when I helped one of my close friends. At that time, he was preparing for an important English exam. He was under a lot of pressure because his future studies depended on the result. He was under a lot of pressure because his future studies depended on the result. He lacked confidence, especially in speaking. He lacked confidence, especially in speaking. When I noticed this, I decided to support him emotionally and practically. When I noticed this, I decided to support him emotionally and practically. First, I listened to him carefully without interrupting or judging him. First, I listened to him carefully without interrupting or judging him. Then, I started practicing speaking with him every day. We discussed simple daily topics to build his confidence. I corrected his mistakes in a friendly and encouraging way. I also shared useful strategies to help him stay calm during the exam. Gradually, his confidence improved. On the exam day, he felt much more relaxed and confident. Later, he told me that my support made a big difference. Helping him made me feel proud and satisfied. This experience changed my attitude towards helping others. I realized that helping is not always about giving solutions. Sometimes listening patiently and showing empathy are more important. Since then, I have tried to be more supportive and understanding. Overall, this experience helped both my friend and me grow as people. Thank you very much for listening. I hope this talk was useful and helped you understand how to answer this IELTS topic confidently. If you found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more IELTS speaking practice and useful tips. Make sure to like the video and share it with anyone who is preparing for the IELTS exam. Regular practice can truly improve your fluency and confidence. Thank you once again for listening, and see you in the next video.